Well, good afternoon, everyone. Sheriff McIntosh with the Adams County Sheriff's Office. It's already Thursday. It's time to do our Facebook Live and get you caught up as to some of the things that we've been doing. We have been moving and shaking at the Sheriff's Office, and a lot has been happening since the last time we did our Facebook Live. As you probably remember, we were at New Age Beverage last time, and that was just a great time to be with one of our business owners and businesses in our community, and the things that they offer to our neighbors and to our community at large. This week, we just on Tuesday, we added Deputy Heath Gum, his name, to our memorial wall. We have a memorial wall that sits at headquarters in memorial to those six deputies that have paid the ultimate sacrifice for the Adams County Sheriff's Office over the course of our existence, which was 1902. We lost our first officer in 1923. So we had a memorial service, added his name to the wall, and just want to thank everyone who came out. And I know that there was a lot of folks that couldn't make it out, but still watched it on Facebook Live and has made comments to us, and the support that we have received from our community has just again continues to be overwhelming, and we just thank you so much from the Adams County Sheriff's Office for everything that you do for us. It's such an honor to be able to serve in a community that really supports their law enforcement. So we thank you for that. And one of the examples of that was on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. We had United Communities and came together and had an event down at 71st and Pecos. It was a great event. We had over 250 community members that came out just to spend some time. We got to display a lot of our specialized units, and a lot of our specialized units and team members were there on hand to talk about what it is that they do at the Adams County Sheriff's Office, and were able to meet with folks in that community down there, and it was a great time. And I want to thank all of those that came out, the community members as well as our employees that came out and participated in that, because that's a big event to put on, but so important. And just again, the support that was there, and being able to bring unity between the Sheriff's Office and our community is huge, and we will continue to do that. We will continue to look for ways to unite our communities together. One of the things that we had asked you to do, and you participated in, over 2,400 people completed our survey that we had sent out. As many of you know, that closed on May 1st, and now our team is trying to take those 2,400 surveys, compile that data together so that we can kind of wrap our brains around what's there, and we will report that information out so that you have that and you know what it is that we discovered through that survey itself. So I thank you if you took the time to complete that survey. It's very, very important for us to have that kind of feedback. I don't know whether you know it or not, but next week is National Police Week. It's a time that we honor those that have fallen across our nation, and they do that celebration in Washington, D.C. And we have celebrations that happen throughout this state, and much like what we did on Tuesday in our local jurisdictions also. And what happens is when an officer, a deputy, someone in law enforcement is killed in the line of duty, their name goes on the wall there in Washington, D.C. And it always happens the year after the event took place. So we will be adding Deputy Gum's name to the wall in 2019. But Deputy Zach Parrish's name will be added to the wall in 2018. And I have an awesome opportunity. I am going to go with Sheriff Spurlock and the Zach Parrish family to Washington, D.C. this year to go through some of those events so that I make sure that when it's our time to go back to DC in 2019, that we can be as prepared as we possibly can. So I'll have an opportunity to go back there and spend some time in DC next week. And I've been before. They do a candlelight vigil. They also have a memorial service that usually takes place on the 15th of May, and that's kind of the day that's set aside every year to honor our fallen. So if you see someone in law enforcement next week in the course of their duties, would you just reach out to them and let them know that you appreciate them wherever it is that you reside, or wherever it is that you see them. Just let them know. It's important for us to know that the job that we do is appreciated by those in our community. So we want to thank you for that. And as I'm on the topic and talking about support and the way that the community responds, we have an opportunity and have had support from a company called Shield 616, or I should say an organization really, and that organization wants to make sure that they are putting in law enforcement hands equipment to respond to crisis situations, and we've talked about it before. And I am so thankful that Fox 31 partners together with local nonprofits to support law enforcement and support Shield 616 so that there's dollars that go into purchasing that equipment, so that it doesn't necessarily come on the taxpayers of that community and have that burden there. This is all donations that come in and outfit our officers. And those donations, all of those donations go to that gear and that equipment. Now, you can go on Shield 616 website and you can still donate, but Fox 31 has been running different donation campaigns. And I know that at one point they partnered with Safeway, and there was some significant money that was brought forth during that campaign to our law enforcement officers. And just thank you again for all that you do in support of law enforcement in your communities. I just want to make sure that you also, as a part of that Shield 616, know that today we had the opportunity to be over at Guardian Angels Catholic School, and the kids in that school raised enough funds to make sure that their SRO, Deputy Duran, that works here with the Sheriff's Office, make sure that she had that equipment from Shield 616. So they raised over $1,400, and they presented her with a certificate today. And I had an opportunity to be part of that service, the Mass, and then went into the presentation of that, and I was just so touched that those kids thought so much of Deputy Duran and everything that she does for the school over there, that they would want to make sure that she is protected as much as she can be while she's out doing her duties. I want to thank you for joining us. Make sure that you are on all of our social media. We tweet things out. We're obviously on Facebook. We have the Sheriff's app. Don't forget to go and download that app if you haven't done that already, so that we can continue to connect in many, many different ways. And then join me on May 24th. We'll be at a business location. It's probably going to be in our Eastern Plains section. So we will get out anywhere in Adams County and meet with our business owners and be able to do our Facebook Lives there. So we will see you on the 24th at 4:30. We'll be on location out in our Plains section. And until then, make sure that you stay connected with us through our social media applications. Take care.